Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Cauldron server. It is good to be back. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had a chance to record, a couple of weeks since I've moved into my new house, and we finally got the internet hooked up earlier this week. Been a little bit busy with work and that sort of stuff, so I haven't had a chance to record until now, but things have been happening on the server. You can see down there. I hope you guys can see that. I'm going to go check out the stuff that I know that's changed. But I want to thank everybody that watched my little update video on why I wasn't going to be posting videos. And thank you very much for all the views on that, because my dad is actually feeling a lot better now. He's out of hospital. His infection's cleared up, so he's all good. We got a little bit of a scare. I think the doctors were just telling us the worst case scenario. Oh, I almost walked off the edge there. Just to be safe. And I think it sort of freaked my mum out a little bit, but everything's okay, so no need to worry. So I'm back over at spawn because I know people have been doing stuff. I know Aid has been back on, and he's been doing some things with Sainta. I think down there you can sort of maybe see. Is that something new? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go into my house here because I saw this sign. Your house is dirty, K. Now there's only one person that could be. Kaboom. So let's go see what's going on with my house. It's full of dirt. Thanks, Boom. Thank you. It's what I've always wanted. I'm not going to deal with that now. You can see that I've only got an iron shovel. The shovel I had was efficiency 1 and it broke because I didn't really want it. So then I went and did some enchanting and repaired. No, I have been doing a little bit of work on my base, which is over, well, through the nether over there somewhere. So I had to go repair my silk touch pick. You can see it's fully back to normal. This thing cost me 19 levels to repair. I also enchanted another pick because I saw it come up as Unbreaking 3 and I was like, oh yeah, that should be nice, another work pick. It gave me Fortune 3 as well. So I'm going to go show you how many Fortune 3 picks I have. Just quietly to anybody else that's on the server. If you have a spare Silk Touch, I will trade you 2 Fortune 3 picks for that Silk Touch pick, because I need another Silk Touch pick. This one is getting too expensive for me to repair. So, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 5, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. So, you can have 2 Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3 picks for a Silk Touch pick. I am happy to do that trade if anybody needs Fortune. Please, I need another Silk Touch pick. This one's getting way too expensive. So I want to have a look down here, because I think this was Sainta and Aid were working on this. And it's like a little underground market. I really like it. I think it's a great idea and it's a great use of the space in our little lake area that nobody's occupied. And it looks really nice. These guys have done an amazing job down here. We got anything in here? What do we got over here? 8 iron for a stack of arrows. That is pretty good. And then 16 iron for a stack of bones. Also not too bad. I might need to get some iron and come and get some arrows. To be honest, hello random squid. Jeez, 6 ink sacs. Win. I'm guessing, I don't know if these are for other people to put stuff in. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get myself a bow before I start buying some arrows. And then there's this, and I'm not 100% sure whose this is. I think it's Lucas's. Lucai's? That's not the right thing, but Lucas has been working on this. I think it's going to be a blacksmith or something like that. How do I? Hello? I have to do that with an open hand? Ah! I'm just gonna put that back. So I think he's working on like a blacksmith shop. I'm gonna put some torches in here so we don't get spawns. But it's looking pretty cool. I'll be interested to see what he does when he finishes it all up. I'm not sure why that stairs there, but you know, whatever. We got the ender chest back here. Cool. What else has been happening? What else? I know L'Oreal has been doing some serious work on her base, and it's been a while since I've checked it out, so I'll just run over there quickly. I don't know how much she showed off in videos. I know she's been away for a week or so. She's had all her school stuff to do, but yeah, you can tell that she's been doing some serious work. Like, all the big walls are finished. You can see the can't really see, but the inside there's done and the tower bit up there is done. I'm going to go in a little bit later and check it out off camera just to see what's been happening, because I don't want to show anything off that she hasn't showed off herself. Let's see if AIDS has been up to anything. I'm going to run over to his base and I'll be right back, guys. I can't see much of a change over here. If there was a change inside, I didn't go in, I didn't have a look. Again, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody else. But then I saw this. Now, I don't know if I've showed this before. I saw this a little while ago, and I can't remember if I put it in any of my videos. But I think this is Mr. Bob, and he's been doing a bit of work on it since I last saw. Look at that. Huge skyscraper. That's insane. The thing is massive. It's looking really cool. It's looking like an actual construction site, like with all the beams and the cross beams and stuff. It's looking really cool. Some of the guys on here, guys and girls, have really cool build styles and very different to my own. I really like that. I really like seeing what everybody else is doing. Stupid zombie. What else has been happening? I'm going to have a bit of a wander around, and if I see anything else worth showing you guys, I'll bring you all back in. Somebody built that pigman a house. Baller Piggy lives here. He's looking at me. What up, dude? I can't believe somebody else built him a house. That guy's been there since like the start of the server. It's crazy. Just thought I'd have a little chat with you on the way back to my base. So life has been pretty good for me as of the last few weeks. I had some really good days. It's been weird without the internet. I went a little bit crazy. I do spend obviously I spend a lot of my time on the internet playing games and that sort of stuff. And when you don't have the internet and you go through all the games on your computer and you realize that 90% of them require the internet, you end up playing some really, really old ones. So I spent a lot of time playing Neverwinter Nights 2, and if you've never played that game, it's probably my favorite RPG of all time. I've played through it maybe 4 or 5 times with different characters. Since I've had the game for years. It's a pretty old game. It's an amazing one. It's based off of the Dungeons and Dragons system, and yeah, it's a quality RPG. I played that, and I played a little bit of Kingdoms of Amalur, which, if you don't know, was a game that came out I think in 2005 or 2006. The history behind the game was written by R.A. Salvatore, who is an amazing fantasy fiction writer. He's one of my favorite, which is one of the reasons I really like that game. And also the graphic style and stuff was pretty cool, and the gameplay was pretty interesting. Unfortunately though, the company that made that game, there was a whole big kerfuffle. It went bankrupt, and they had to disband the company. Ooh, snow. They had to disband the company and all that sort of stuff, which is... Can you shut up? Wow. What an intrusive thing. Yeah, they disbanded the company and it no longer exists, which is really unfortunate because the one game that I played of theirs, which was Kingdoms of Amalur, was a really good game. a lot of fun. But yeah, you can see over here I have some spruce trees are growing. I will show you why. From my last episode, I just hate the rain. From my last episode, you should have remembered that I built the lobby, and I was still trying to figure out how I was going to get up and down from the different levels in my base. I think I've figured out what I want to do. It's not exactly perfect, and it might not work, but what I want to do, pop through here, is I'm going to try and have a hidden staircase. If I break them out, that's going to lead into there. I'll figure it out. But I want to have a hidden staircase back behind here, so that, you know, if you're walking in here, it's completely like pretty much looks as is now without the. Obviously, I'm gonna still need to figure out what I'm doing up top there, but then it'll all be like solid and nice and pretty and look like it does, minus these chests and this and that. And then you'll just be able to walk up here and the doors will open and you'll come down to like a little stairway or an elevator or something that's hidden away behind here. That'll take you up and or down to the next level. And this is what I've got done here. So you can see here it actually opens up opens up to the air, and I've had to fill in a little bit with some dirt for now just as a placeholder. Because it actually pops out of the mountain, which is something that I'm pretty happy about, because I think I mentioned it before, but I like the idea of it sort of like, not exploding, but like having my base be built into the mountain and bits of it jutting out. And what's going to be really cool is that I can actually turn this into a big window. It might not be the greatest view once I get the supports and stuff done for the bridge, which I still just can't be bothered working on right now, because it means I have to go and collect a bunch of nether brick and more diorite, and I just couldn't be bothered. So what I decided to do was dig out this area so that it's all ready to go, and I can start building in here, because this is going to be my storage room. So you're going to have a nice big sort of picturesque-y type window thing, and it's almost perfect as is. Like, I'm considering whether I want to just bring this down and like make it look exactly like this one over here, where it sort of is like an archway type dealio. I think would look pretty cool. And then I'm going to fill this in with glass that matches what I'm putting on the walls. Which brings me back to the spruce. The reason I've got the spruce over there is because I'm going to be using it in the build here. I'm going to be using spruce, and I'm going to be using sandstone. So it'll be sandstone in the walls, and let's go upstairs and I'll explain it, because I can sort of show you what I mean. If we get up here, so everywhere that there's nether brick is going to be sandstone, and then everywhere that there's diorite and quartz, it's going to be the spruce. Is that right? Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, so the nether brick will be sandstone, and the diorite and quartz will be the spruce wood. So it'll be spruce logs for these pillars here and here. And then the stairs are going to be the spruce wood stairs. I was thinking of doing dark oak, but with the texture pack I have, the spruce wood actually looks darker than the dark oak, which is kind of weird if you ask me, considering it's dark oak. But, you know, whatever. And then for the lighting, I'm going to use redstone lamps instead of the sea lanterns, just because the sea lanterns match here really nice, but with the darker colors, like the darker, well, I say darker, but you'll see what I mean when I actually build it. The darker colors sort of match the redstone lamp, and it's a bit more of a, I don't know, a bit more of a warm feel. And then for the floor, I'm probably going to use some carpeting and stuff like that. But then all my storage chests are going to be in the actual wall. In there, and then maybe you're not over here, because they're going to stick out. Do I have any blocks on me? Nothing that I really want to dig out with, but they might stick out a bit. Yeah, it will. I don't know, I'll have to think of that, and I'll have to see if it'll work over there. But you know, I'm going to build the actual everything first, and then I can knock out bits and put the chests in and that sort of stuff after. But that's what I've got done. That's what I've been doing since I got the internet back. I've only had a couple of days, not even a couple of days. I've only really done this over the last day or so, dug this out and that sort of thing. So I might do a little bit more work on this, figure out what I'm doing for the window and that sort of stuff. I'm gonna have to cover that up, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. So I might do a little bit of work, and then I'll bring you guys back and show you what I've been up to. Alrighty, so I've done one side, one of the flat walls, and that's what it looks like. So you can see the spruce logs, spruce stairs, some sandstone, and then the redstone lamps. And I think it looks really nice. It's sort of like the opposite of what I've got going on up top, in that the dark's on the pillars instead of the light bits being there. It's also just like sort of a bit more warm. It feels less, you know, it's less stone and less brick and a bit of wood and that sort of stuff. I think it's really nice, and I think it's going to look really, really good once I get all of it done. I think what I'm going to do is have my storage in this side and this side. So these walls are going to actually be a little bit different. I probably won't have the stairs on the bottom. Maybe I will, and then I can have chests up to like there or something. I'm not sure. You know, bit of a work in progress. I'm still thinking about exactly what I want to do, but that's the basic concept. I have this much smooth sandstone left, so I'm actually going to have to go to a desert, and I don't want to go to the one near spawn because I don't want to dig up that whole desert. So I think I either need to find one or go back through my little book that I've got written down with all the coordinates of different stuff, and I think I've got a desert there somewhere. But I think today I'm going to have a bit of a short episode, guys, because I've sort of run out of time, you know, having moved in and unpacking and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, I mean, digging this place out took me a fair while. And yeah, you know, it's the end of my week before I go back to work, because I do have to actually work. Unfortunately, I can't do YouTube full time. If I could, I would, but you know, got to make money somehow, and at the moment YouTube's not going to do that for me. So yeah, I think I'm probably just going to leave it here. This is going to be a bit of a short episode. I think, to be honest, I want to cut my episodes down a little bit. 30 minutes is a bit long, and I know it can be really hard for people to actually just even want to pay attention, or like just even care about what's going on the whole time, because 30 minutes is a very, very long time. So I'm going to try and cut my episodes down to about 20 minutes each, just to make it a bit easier for everybody to watch. And it makes it a bit easier on me. It gives me a bit more time to you know, edit everything properly and, you know, do what I need to do and do all the off-screen stuff without having to worry about filling in. Whoop, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, without me having to worry about filling in a full 30-minute episode. You know, 20 minutes is a little bit easier to get. Oh, did that guy just spawn in? He totally did. Yeah, 20 minutes is a bit easier for me to do than like a 30 or 35-minute episode, which is what I usually do. So yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. There are dudes everywhere. I am really, really happy to be back. It's been a while, and I've actually really missed just recording stuff and doing the editing, and you guys just need to die. Yeah, so look forward to a few more episodes. I'm actually going to try and start getting 2 episodes out a week. Probably not just yet. Maybe in the next few weeks, probably about 3 or 4 weeks from now, I'm going to start trying to get 2 episodes out a week because I should have a bit more time if I'm cutting the episodes down. And hopefully, it's coming into winter here, so work's not going to be as busy for me, which means I will have a little bit more energy and a little bit more time to do some recording. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It's great to be back. Thank you for all the support on the last episode, and I will see you in the next one.